Smacking S'mores presents The March to YouTube Domination. Dateline Hollywood. A plucky red-haired beauty hatches her plan to conquer the internet by gaining 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. But she can't do it alone. Only you can help her in her quest to achieve YouTube greatness by liking, subscribing, and most importantly, sharing her videos. Remember, it's up to you to fight the evils of YouTube suppression and the evil corporations who want to keep you down by clicking the like button as we march our way to YouTube domination.
Ooh, Disney was asked about the firing of Gina Carano. I'm going to bet. They didn't actually say anything. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. I don't even have to read the article to know that they probably danced around the issue, or they gave some, we can't have offending people working here, despite the fact that, they listen to the Twitter mob sometimes when it's convenient for them, and other times, like when we call them out for, the whole Mulan Chinese, bad people internment places, those places, those camps where they do bad things to people they don't agree with. They don't listen to us for calling out Disney for that, because we would just cancel Disney altogether if it were up to people like me. But I will profit off them instead by talking about it. Now, I haven't read this article. I have not read it. It just dropped today about, 1 minute ago. Actually, an hour ago, 3:37 p.m. Eastern Time. Disney CEO addresses question about the firing of Gina Carano from The Mandalorian. About 1 month ago, Lucasfilm announced that the actress Gina Carano would no longer appear in their hit Disney Plus series The Mandalorian. Yeah, they also got rid of Baby Yoda. They got rid of pretty much all the reasons to watch The Mandalorian, so there's really no reason to tune back into it. With later reports indicating that Cara Dune's character wouldn't be recast moving forward. The sudden firing of Carano was spurned by multiple... Can you proofread your... See, now this makes me look bad for people who are just listening to this later on in the day. For people who are just listening to the audio part, they don't understand that I am stumbling because they did not...
Proofread your shit!
Proofread their shit, and my button was delayed. They didn't proofread their shit. The sudden firing was spurned by multiple conversational social media posts by the actress. Backlash off, which led to the hashtag #FireGinaCarano trending online in the hours leading up to her firing. God, comicbook.com is terrible. Why are you so bad, comicbook.com? You're terrible. Since today marked the annual Disney shareholders meeting, anyone that owns a share in the company is given the chance to ask the CEO, Bob Chapek, with one person asking about this instance in particular. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't understand Geode in Star Wars, The High Republic. How can it move or walk? How can it talk or communicate with others? How can a rock...
Wank.
Could have any knowledge about navigation in space? I don't get it. I don't either. It doesn't have any signs of life. It doesn't move. I guess it moves when people aren't looking. It's like a weeping angel. So they're not even original then. I guess you just gotta not look at it and just turn your back to it. Cause every time you look at it, you're like, Geode. It's like, could you press that button there for me so we can actually fly into hyperspace? No, that's Geode. That's Geode in a nutshell. Only I moved my eyes more than he does. Let's see. One person asked about this instance in particular, phrasing their question in a totally normal way, implying that a new Disney. What is this? Phrasing their question in a totally normal way. It probably... implying that a new Disney Blacklist exists at the company? No, they've always had a blacklist at the company. They do have a phrasing their question. What the fuck article is this? Is this like a child saying like, nuh-uh, this is what actually happened and neater. And you're a jerk. Who the fuck wrote this? This is why we take these people out verbally. Spencer Perry Spencer Perry, you need to be fired. You are bad at your job and you can't write. This article's trash. So's comicbook.com is owned by CBS. Why are they simping for Disney? Why is CBS simping for Disney all of a sudden? Go620, thank you so much for the super chat. Geode uses the farce, of course. I fucked up your joke, I'm sorry. Geode uses the farce, of course. Oh, thank you so much, thank you. Look at his Twitter and read his bio. Oh, we should do that. Who's Spencer Perry? I bet I'm blocked. The Spencer Perry. Which one? He looks like Ethan Van Sciver's son. He looks like Ethan Van Sciver's So the drawing that Ethan does of like your typical quote unquote soy boy, that's exactly what he looks like. So Ethan drew that, Uncle Ethan. And I mean, it's uncanny. Side-by-side comparison. That's just a side-by-side comparison. Only Ethan's is a little better. Spencer Perry, you made me lose the article. Shame on you. What's wrong with you? Spencer. Now, Spencer, I know you did that on purpose to make me look foolish for losing the article. I know you did it with your little psychic powers of soy. Get out of here, Spencer. Phrasing, they're totally normal in a totally normal way because he writes like a Mary Sue writer. He writes like Rachel Leichman. You write like a woman. Kit Kat donated $1.49 through Super Chat. Well, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, Kit Kat. It's a unicorn. Thank you. Don't open the tentacle porn tab. I don't have one. I wouldn't. It would be girl on girl giggity. Thank you very much. Let's see. Chapek addressed the question and accusations of political partisanship, saying, I don't really see Disney as characterizing itself as a left-leaning or right-leaning, yet instead of standing for values that are universal, values of respect, values of decency, values of integrity, except when it comes to, the quote-unquote bad people camps in China that you thanked for letting you film there, except for, when you bend over to that stuff. China, who recently declared homosexuality as a mental illness. So do you really, are those the values? Are those the values that you're really, really respecting? Because we know you're hypocritical. We know that you don't practice what you preach. And we know that you do fire people like Gina Carano, but you leave people like Pedro Pascal working and employed. Even though he's posted far worse and actual anti-Semitic things. It's like they control their little Twitter mobs to specifically go after the people they want to let go. It's like that. It's like they have people who aren't part of their clique. So I don't see this as being true either. It seems like even if you are a non-political thing, you have a clique of people who can say and do whatever the fuck they want. And then you have a clique of people who are not in the clique. Or the individuals, or the people who don't want to sit at the table with all you assholes because they'd rather sit there with a book and actually fucking learn something, or they'd rather sit there and not go around complaining about how oppressed everybody in the world is while they're drinking their fucking champagne and eating caviar or whatever. That might be more reasonable and logical. Because this just proves to me that you're controlling the little Twitter mobs. Because how many times have we called them out for the Chinese stuff? For the Mulan stuff? How many times have we gone on social media and we've tweeted just as many Twitter impressions as they have? We've done exactly the same thing that their little Twitter mobs have done, except maybe less offensive. We haven't actually called names, but we've certainly hashtagged fire Pedro Pascal, fire Kathleen Kennedy.
Fade in.
So you're not actually listening to the hate mobs on Twitter. You're just conditioning. You're using them. You're probably starting them. That's what this sounds like to me, that they're starting these. To recap, the end of Carano's time in the galaxy far, far away. Came after, actually it didn't. So here we go again with more fake information in this news article. Yeah, it's not a news article. This is a propaganda piece. This is a hit piece. She did not compare. She did not conflate persons with conservative viewpoints in the she did not. She simply quoted and posted a picture exactly stating what happened then. It had no relevance of today. It had no mention of today. It had no political affiliation of today. And they decided to twist what she said, put words in the tweet that were not there, like the word conservative, which was not there at all. Which was not there at all. And the fact that you are using this wording in your article, phrasing your article in a way that does nothing but throw a little temper tantrum, that just does nothing but say, nuh-uh, 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 because that's all this article is. It's a nuh-uh, nuh-uh, because don't try and destroy this woman with these little hit pieces when we can see exactly what she posted. We can still see that. You're so desperate and you're so flailing that you have to write these hit pieces so that the stupid people who believe this shit and don't actually do any research will just recite it. Because you value your low information, low IQ, low quality viewers and readers more than you do anybody with any individuality. More than you do anybody who can actually read a tweet on their own. You cater to these little hate mobs of dumbasses. And this is another thing that I was saying in my other video, which is going to be related, that we clipped from this, that these people will go out of their way. They will go out of their way to remake, rehash, re-scream. And this is why society is collapsing. This is exactly it. This right here is exactly why society is collapsing, because we're listening and allowing people like this to be the voice we listen to. When in fact, Disney does far worse themselves than Gina Carano ever posted. Disney caters to far worse employees, far more toxic, far more vocal, far more abusive employees. I've had people that work for Disney and Lucasfilm write things about me. We've had them mock cancer patients and survivors. We've had them, they're the ones who go around drinking fanboy tears out of mugs. And these are the people who are supposed to be on the right side of history, who are supposed to be the good guys. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. Fuck everyone who looks like you. What's his name? Spencer. Fuck you and fuck Disney and comicbook.com at the same time. And why is comicbook.com simping for Disney? Why are you simping for Disney? You're supposed to be competing. You're supposed to be calling them out on their bullshit. You're not what are you trying to do? Go and get a job and work for fucking Disney? Was this written for you? Did you even write your own fucking article? He probably wrote a little bit of it. That's why none of it's spelled correctly and none of it uses the right proper words. Oh, and these people make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year or $50,000 a year, depending on their publication, and they can't even fucking write. They are littered with typos. They read like a fucking 12-year-old schoolgirl taunting you. What the hell is wrong with these people? I'm so tired of this. And to recap, this is a propaganda bullshit article from some dumbass who doesn't fucking know how to read or write. Didn't actually read. Spencer, you didn't read her post, because if you did, you would have seen that she never wrote the word conservative. And that maybe if you guys didn't fucking do it, you wouldn't be so quick to identify that with what she was trying to say. Okay, you got it, Spencer. Spencer, if that is indeed your real name. So we're tired of your bullshit. We're tired of your articles. We're tired of this stuff. I don't know why I go from normal to snapping in a second anymore today. I blame the sativa. I think it was sativa. It's I can't have sativa. We gotta have more indica in this stream. Anywho, I am going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Don't try to ruin my life with lies when your life can be ruined with the truth.